back to another live stream. I'm happy to be here today with another live stream. So before we get... So as you may know by today's title, so for those who don't know, in my 90-liter aquarium cubed, I have an electric yellow cichlid, also known as the yellow lab cichlid. Well, today we're going to be talking about the 7 tips for keeping African cichlids in aquariums. So I hope you guys enjoy the live stream. So we're just going to have a chat first. So I'm going to give you the 7 tips just like a video, and then we're going to discuss and do a Q&A afterwards. So it's going to be good fun. It won't go for any longer than an hour. And sorry I started streaming a bit late. It was a few issues with the live streaming came up, but we've got that all sorted. Let's get straight into the live stream. Okay, so before we get started, you're looking at my 80-liter tank. My yellow lab isn't in this one, it's in a different tank, but it's currently not really easy to feature on the live stream. Okay, so the first tip for keeping African cichlids is to make sure your cichlids all have their required habitat. So when you get your cichlid, you got to do your research on the habitat it comes from, because there are African cichlids that like to be in different parts of creeks. So that means you're going to need some rocky habitats, you're going to need some planted habitats, or lots of open space. So you got to do specific research on the African cichlid you're getting. There's Mbuna cichlids, and there's all sorts. There's also shell dwellers, but those might be American. I can't remember, but yeah. So you just got to do your research, and it's really important that you don't get it wrong, because these African cichlids really like specific conditions, and they can get quite picky too. So they're not really a great beginner fish unless you have a really big tank. They should be fine, as it's got a very good biological system when you have a big tank, and it'll be a lot easier to keep African cichlids. But you can have lots of rocks and then lots of open space, and then you can have a broad variety of African cichlids. So there's the first tip. So the second tip is to feed your African cichlids specialized foods and live foods and frozen foods. So these guys will happily graze on bloodworms, live foods like brine shrimp. They'll eat basically anything that'll fit in their mouths, including small fry. So it all depends on the species actually, but you can just go to your local fish store and you'll be able to find a food that's got African cichlids labeled on it, or just cichlids in general. It's great. That's also great for them, but it just makes sure that they're getting the nutrients they need in their food than other foods. So these fish won't really eat many veggies, but some people might have success with feeding them all sorts of stuff. So it's all about experience, and with my experience, my yellow lab cichlid goes crazy for some high carry cichlid sinking pellets. So there's a tip for you there, but they're good fun, and a lot of the foods specialized for African cichlids are usually quite a good size for the mouths, and so they'll easily gnaw on that. Okay, so tip 3 is to put some crushed coral in the tank. African cichlids love hard water, so a pH all the way up to 8.0. In fact, I wouldn't go below 7.5. But once again, it all depends on the species you get, so make sure you do your research. But if you do have African cichlids that do need hard water, putting some crushed coral in the water will raise the pH naturally and really effectively. It'll work really fast, which is great. So yeah, there's a tip for you there, just to put some crushed coral. I've got some in my tank, and just make sure it's safe for the freshwater aquarium. Check with your fish store or the person you're getting it from, and make sure they've had success with it too. But yeah, it's good fun, and it does create some hiding places if you get quite a bit and you stack those pieces together. It's good fun. So yeah, there's another tip for you there. Now, tip number 5. Tip number 5 is to make sure you have lots of areas in the tank for territorial aggression. So what I mean is have lots of hardscape in the tank, lots of rocks here and there, and a few plants if your species can live with them. And you can also use filters and anything really to make territory. So make sure you got areas for the fish to get all territorial in, and make sure there's plenty of them too. Or else if you just have one area where your fish can breed or your males can guard, then when they find a new spot, they might take the open space, and then in that case, they're going to be aggressive to any of the fish swimming by. So with that being said, I highly recommend you have lots of hiding places and lots of coverage on the bottom of the tank, and you should be fine. So yeah, the African cichlids are quite territorial. It's part of the nature, so yeah, just bear that in mind. Now, the 5th tip is to not keep African cichlids with any small fish. So fish like neon tetras are certainly not suitable. Some might have success with them, but you might see them go almost straight away. So unless you feed your fish 2 times a day and you make sure you do that the whole time, well, in that case, you could probably have small fish with them, just as long as they're getting well fed all the time and there's lots of room in the tank, then you should be fine. But I mean, you can risk it, but it might be a waste of money. So in that case, just African cichlids or larger fish too are mainly only good. But if you're having a mixed African cichlid tank, I don't really recommend getting other types of fish and fish that come from different areas, because African cichlids do prefer tank mates that are of the same, that come from the same area. So tip number 6 is to do your research on live plants to keep with cichlids. It's always annoying when you keep a cichlid with a plant. You have some really nice plants in your tank. Well, obviously not this moss right here, which looks ugly, but if you do have plants in the tank, you might see them disappear. So you got to make sure, you got to check up with not just your local fish store, but people online too. That's a great place, but you got to check up with them that they aren't that they won't eat your plants. And lots of hard plants are really great for the African cichlids, because it'll be hard to choose. Something like a Nubius. I've heard Hormort is also a good choice for cichlids. So yeah, just make sure you do your research on that, because plants can cost a lot and you don't want that all to go to waste, or else you're just going to end up with bare roots. Okay, so my final tip for today is to have fun and monitor the tank daily. So that's a pretty basic tip, but I mean it. Have fun keeping the African cichlids. They've got awesome personality, amazing colors. They look like saltwater fish, actually, but they're cheaper, or some of them can be cheaper, and they're easier to keep too. So just make sure you're keeping up with your maintenance, you're doing all your water changes, and overall you're just having good fun and making sure they're not attacking each other. That's another thing, because you might get uprisings and those fish that'll just keep attacking each other. So in that case, just keep an eye on it. Maybe just watch it for 10 minutes a day. Make sure nothing bad is going on in the tank, and you'll be just fine. Well, there you have the 7 tips for keeping African cichlids in the aquarium. So if you just came to this live stream for that, you can stop watching now. But now, while we're doing the live stream, well, now we're just gonna have some fun and chill out and talk about this and answer any of your questions. So, with that being said, I'm going to stop being informative and I'll chat with the live chat. Bam, electric blue Cara, and You just saw a Bentosi tetra. Okay, so I'm going to update with the chat. So, g'day Ethan Chow, how's it going? Nice to see you. And in fact, yeah, good to see you in the chat today. Good fun, good fun. Well, what am I doing here? Okay. G'day Oli, nice to see you again today. Looking forward to having you in the chat. G'day Stefan P 2003 Aquatics. Thanks for coming today. If any of you guys have questions, feel free to ask. We'll get there shortly. G'day yes. G'day S. Thanks for coming. It's good fun to have you on the stream too. Yes, well, I guess fish keeping is supposed to be fun. I'm not sure if you're sarcastic or not, but I find fish keeping fun, like when you get it right, of course. If you're not, well, you know, it's not that great. If you choose fish that have very poor genetics, of course, you're just gonna have lots of problems. So yeah, can also have its downsides too, for sure. The other streaming software was better. Yeah, I'm just, this is my first time using this software, so I'll probably get better, but, yeah, if it's not as good, I'll move back, but it's got a lot more features to it, which is what I like. Yep, thanks, Stefan. Thanks for your allowance. Bone Cichlids and more, how's it going? Thanks for coming to the stream. How are you? Hope you're having a good one down in the snake room, feeding snakes and watching a live stream. That's good fun, you know? Feeding snakes. Never done it before, but I haven't even seen it before, but you know, yeah, I'm sure that's fun. And thanks for coming on, thanks for joining the live chat today. Hope you enjoy. Oh, sorry, Stephen, I didn't. Sorry. Yeah, just if I get your names wrong, just correct me because it can be hard. So yeah, well, that's good to know, Stephen. So, any updates to share with you guys? Well, spoiler alert. On the weekend, I'm going to Coburg Aquarium. Might pick up some goodies, and something's calling me for a breeding project. I'm not sure. I can't tell you. It's going to be a surprise. I'm going to make a video about it. And I might also be going to go fishing soon on the weekend as well. So fishing and Coburg Aquarium. Good. It's going to be a really nice weekend. Yes, and Bone Cichlids, all is good with the fish. I don't even remember the last time I had a fish die. But I did have a Corridors the other day doing some weird movement, but I'm pretty sure it stopped now. So, I'm happy with that, but yep, you know, the fish are all thriving. They're going to get some new tank mates soon, as I just mentioned. So yeah, it's going to be good. G'day Scott's Aquatics, how's it going? Thanks for coming onto the stream today. Hope all's well, and you're not in lockdown there, or yeah. Boonwurrung Aquarium, did you say? Hey, just give me a sec to look that up. That's in Frankston, okay. It's actually not too far away from where I live. I'll see how far that is. I'm always keen to visit some aquariums. Now, if I can find directions, I want to see how far it is, because, you know, it's good to know. It's taking a while to load, sorry guys. But I can't remember if Frankston is either a while of a drive away or it's close by. But okay, here we go. Let's see how far it is. Okay, let's see. So, Bunurong Aquarium. So now in 5 minutes. If I have tennis competition, I go to places like that quite often. I'll probably give you a visit there if I stop by near Frankston. So yeah. No, the quarries. Well, it was just the one quarry was going to the top, and basically just like it couldn't. It tried to get down, but it kept floating up. Probably, I'm thinking swim bladder disease. But that was last night. I saw it doing that, and so I haven't seen it doing it today yet. But it might do it again. I'm hoping not, but yeah, that it might have been spinning a bit. I'm not too sure, but yeah, it's annoying. So let's think of something to talk about. Okay, I'm going to pop in questions in the live chat, but I want you guys to answer. So yeah, if you're interested, just pop in an answer to that question. If you have an answer, of course. If you don't, that's fine. But I'm thinking, like, on our live streams, we're going to have to come up with some sort of game to play. Like, it could just be, doesn't have to be fish related. Or it could be, but it doesn't have to be, like, something we make up. We could just, like, maybe do Pictionary or some game where we guess a word and we guess a fish instead of a word. So yeah, I'll brainstorm some ideas, but so from now on, we are going to be doing live streams on Friday afternoons. It's perfect because then I have a tennis lesson afterwards, so I get there in time after this live stream, and I'm only going to be live streaming for about an hour today. So yeah, just thought I'd let you guys know. Stevens said, an attainable dream fish for me is the Scouted Denny puffer. I just need the space to devote a tank to one just in case it doesn't play nice with tank mates. Oh yeah, puffers are always good fish. I've never kept one before, but I saw one at Coburg Aquarium a month ago. I saw them for sale for $250, which is actually a good price from here in Australia. So couldn't get it though, too expensive. I mean, I didn't have $250 with me, sadly. Oli, man, I've got to tell you, that is an awesome choice. Oh yes, the spotted Congo puffer. That yeah, that I've heard of that before. I haven't heard of the Scouteteni. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry, my pronunciation's bad. But I'm sure Oli will be able to pronounce it. He's good at pronouncing stuff. Oli, I must say, the great white shark is probably everyone's dream fish, I'm sure. Like, tell me if I'm wrong, you know? Who doesn't want a great white shark, you know? That's what you want, you know? As long as you got the space for it, which is maybe a beach. They are $200 US where you live. Wow. That's not too far off as the price I had. I thought in the US they were cheaper though. I thought that some people have like oh sorry, yeah, we're talking about the spotted Congo puffer. For a second I thought we were talking about the pea puffers. No, I don't know what the spotted Congo puffers are in Australia, but yeah, pea puffers are very expensive. So let's see if any updates on the tank. So a bit of self-indulgence here. Sorry guys, but I thought just to let you guys know that we do have memberships on the channel. So if you want to join, become a member and get extra behind the scenes content, that sort of stuff. You get members only polls and lots of really nice things. Consider joining the button, but don't worry, I don't mind if you don't. It's just heads up for those who don't realize. I haven't heard, honestly, I've never really heard about a great white shark being kept in an aquarium, so you're probably right, Stephen, because I wouldn't imagine seeing a great white shark in an aquarium and the difficulty level it'd have to be more than professional. It'd have to be like at least 50 years of experience to be able to maintain a great white shark, and like you'd have to really study it in the wild, get up close to them, maybe even get up close to them without a cage and just see how they act naturally. You know, lots of risks to it, and yeah, that's I wouldn't see how that couldn't be true, because they're not meant for an aquarium at all. They are meant for the open ocean and to be in groups too. So, well, they're not always in groups actually. Maybe I'm thinking of another fish. I'll pop in another question now. There you go. There's another question for you guys to answer. Yeah, you just saw a sunset platy just across the screen. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's been attempted. Yeah, that makes sense. That'd be annoying though, having a dead great white shark. I mean, first of all, like the amount of money you put into it. Second of all, the weight the weight, how much it weighs, and third of all, you know, you've lost a great white shark, and I'm pretty sure they're endangered. I'm not sure. You have to correct me on that, but yeah, they're not meant for aquarium, so I highly do not recommend the fish for your aquarium. Wait, Oli, you mean Oh, you mean this fish? The first one I showed? So yeah, this is a typical African cichlid tank. You can see they've got it's got a bit of open space. I mean, these fish look too big for this tank actually, now that I study it, but you can tell though, just the layout is pretty good. Lots of open space and lots of different areas for the fish to get territorial in. And yeah, it's the way it's built is good, but just the size could be a bit bigger. But yeah, this isn't anyone's tank or anything. But I was thinking, guys, that we do maybe I was hoping on doing a fish tank review on the channel. I've seen lots of other YouTubers do it, and I think it's a great little entertainment thing for you guys, so you don't just get, you know, all those informative videos, because then what would this channel be? So yeah, I'm thinking of starting fish tank reviews, so I'll just put it in my email so you guys can email me. There's also my about page too on YouTube, so if you forget, that's okay. But if you just email me a picture of a fish tank for me to review on my channel in an upcoming video, well, that's the email. Okay, so I'll look back at the chat now. Just googled it. The longest it's kept alive is 198 days at Monterey Bay Aquarium. Damn, that's pretty good. That's half a year. I think a bit, yeah, over half a year. It's not bad. Lefty. They're lying here, man. I'm gonna kick you out now. I'm joking. That's okay. I get people lying to me all the time, so yeah, Monterey Bay, good on them. Oh yeah, so they had it as a baby, maybe like a rescued baby. I'm guessing. These are just assumptions I'm making, but maybe they just had it small and then they raised it up, so it, and then once it was big enough, they just let it go. Scott, you have Mbunas. That's nice. So for those who don't know, Mbunas are ones that love rocks and shelter in the tank. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, damn it. But yeah, Mbunas have some really nice colors. They include they include the yellow lab cichlids, the one I have, and it does swim out in the open a lot, but I see it, you know, loving the Anubias. Anubias is a great plant. Also, I've had success with pink rotala with yellow lab cichlids, but it all depends on how much you have. If you have lots of the plant, then that's okay. Also, Alodia is another great option that won't get eaten straight away by your fish. The rusty African cichlid. Let me search that up. I haven't heard of that one before. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Oh yeah, I see that a lot at my at Kobo Aquarium. Well, that's a good choice. That purple on it, man. Don't you just love that? Apparently, great white sharks are nomadic and get frustrated in an aquarium if they can't travel. Oh yeah, they stop swimming and therefore stop being able to breathe. So basically, if they don't have enough space to swim, they'll just die, I'm guessing. Wow, that's a pretty strange way of life. G'day. I don't know how to say your name, but thanks for coming. Good to have you here. That's okay, yes. Hey, we have the big tank Hank in the house today. How are you? How are you, Garrett? Thanks for coming today. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing well. Just having some fun here on the live stream. So yeah, good to have you here. Thanks for coming. Oh, you see that swordtail, guys? That was one that was bred in. I didn't breed it. Sorry, it was a baby from my old platy / swordtail interbreed. It's really just all the five just really come out as a swordtail, so I think the swordtail genetic might be stronger against the platy genetic. But once again, we do have in this tank a male swordtail and female platies, but because this swordtail, or the sword platy I called it, has been interbred, it's not able to produce sperm, and that in that case it can't breed. So it wants to breed with fish, but it can't. So that's, I guess, a bonus, because I don't want a crossover with fish, because the fish store doesn't really like them too much, because you can't really breed them. But I mean, it'd be cool to interbreed fish and just make branches, and yeah, that'd look cool. Lefty, I'm not sure if you're talking about the rusty cichlid or the or something else we've been talking about. Probably, I'm guessing the rusty cichlid. But yeah, I'm not gonna be able to upload tomorrow, guys. So sorry about that, but I will be uploading. Like on Sunday for sure. So you have 3 watching and 6 likes. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the support. Just check out that Bentosi Tetra. Oh yeah, the rusty. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know what's up with my... I just realized, sorry about the, those little, like, I don't know what they're called, those little, buttons on the side. I didn't know they were there. I'll have to figure that out later. But yeah, for now I'll just have to deal with them. So, yes, my female Endler guppy had more babies. Yeah. Another batch. And, this time... Wait, I think I just saw her eat a fry. Damn, that's sad. But, yeah, so we probably have at least 40 fry in here. At the moment, they're all scattered around the tank, so it's hard to see any of them, but Yeah, this electric blue carrot's just been doing really well in the tank. He's been thriving, and yeah, I'm loving it. So I stopped keeping platies for about a year. And then when I got these sunset platies, I've just fallen in love with them. I forgot how much color they bring into the tank, and they do bring out some really nice color. Yeah, no problem. Thanks, Lefty, for coming to the stream today. Have a great one. In fact, I might stop streaming soon. Probably give it 5 more minutes. Oh, yeah, it's been a big day. So, yeah, if you've noticed in the tank how much better it looks. Actually, I just thought of something to talk about. Okay. Okay. So last Sunday, I was cleaning the tank, and I decided to search up on YouTube how to get off like green spot algae and blackbeard algae. Like, I've just been leaving it there for years, and it always looked bad. So, oh, there you have a flash of a Praecox rainbow right there. But yeah. So in that tank, I was cleaning. I found out that plastic cards are great, like credit cards, and so, I just did what I did, and I used one. I tried it out, and gosh, it is the best at cleaning the glass. I can't tell you enough. But it just did the job. It gets that green spot algae right off. It's like you barely have to put any effort into it. So, yeah, I'm so stoked with that, and that's why you can probably tell the tank's a lot clearer too. So I've just been really happy with that. I might make a video of that soon once I get some more algae on the glass, because I think it's just so useful, and some people don't know about it, and I think it should be told out in the open a lot more, so that fish keepers can have a lot more convenience, and it'll be a lot easier for them. So I have one person watching now, so I may as well just end it here. Next stream might be a bit better, as we got lots of stuff to talk about, and we'll cover a subject that'll probably take a bit longer, hopefully, so that we can get some people rolling in. But yeah, thank you guys for those who watched the live stream or are watching the replay, and if you did watch the replay and you're watching now, gosh, thanks so much. But yeah, thank you guys for coming, and I shall see you guys in the next live stream. See ya.